Hi everyone, welcome to Executive Viewpoint. Today we have with us Rathin Vyas. Rathin is the CEO and co-founder of Enerco Energy Solutions LLP. He has been working in the alternative energy, the renewable energy space. Uh, Rathin, do you want to start? Welcome, first of all, and then do you want to start by talking a little bit about your company?
Sure. Thanks, Vijay, and good to see you. Yes, I started Enerco Energy more than a decade back in 2009, and since then we have been working closely with manufacturing companies to achieve operational excellence and manufacturing excellence through sustainability and resource optimization. So this is what we have been working on. And when I talk about sustainability, we're not just talking about saving on resources and energy, but also using alternate sources of energy, primarily solar photovoltaic. So these have been our primary areas of operations.
Yeah, great. What is keeping you up nowadays? I know we are seeing a lot of impact because of the pandemic everywhere. So, what is the
Right.
impact in your sector?
Right. So as far as our operations are concerned, it is very much, I would say, a physical presence kind of an operation where the execution of services necessitates that our manpower visits a customer site, whether it is for installation of solar project or whether it is for a study of an existing system on improvising things. So that is something which is now changing.
Hmm.
So the one challenge that we see is how do we achieve more or at least similar, if not more, by remote operations. Why
Hmm.
does it necessarily have that we have people visiting rather than we can do something remotely? So one of the changes that we have undertaken is as far as solar is concerned. Now we
Hmm.
don't need to visit a customer's premises for evaluating the capacity or project configuration. We can do that remotely by use of advanced software. There are areas, yeah, but we are trying to look at alternatives. So there are challenges, like you asked, what keeps us awake. So the biggest challenge is this, but we are trying to find out ways.
Sure. I think this is a challenge that we are seeing across industries, right? And digital transformation, right? People have always been wanting to do it, but somehow it has been on the back burner. But this pandemic has really pushed the button on it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, you talk about digital transformation. One of the offerings that we have started in the recent past is Industry 4.0, which is what you were actually asking about. So, yeah, digital transformation is happening.
Sure. So, do you want to talk more about Industry 4.0?
Yes. So when we talk about Industry 4.0, it's actually the fourth industrial revolution, where let's say, which has been going on for centuries. When we started off with steam-powered machines, and then we moved on to electricity, and then we moved on to computerization and automation since 1970s, and
Mhm.
now we're talking about Industry 4.0, where we're talking about more of data-driven intelligent systems, lesser human intervention, so lesser human error. Um, so concepts like AI, ML, and big data, which is what
Mhm.
manufacturing industries are now looking at, to
Mhm.
create more automation. So, in a nutshell, Industry 4.0 brings a lot of benefits for manufacturing companies, and we are seeing some good response even with manufacturers in India on this particular solution offering.
Okay, great. So, we already talked about how the operations have changed for you. Uh, how do you think the situation is going to uh, transform itself or change in the next 6 months or so? Given, say, assuming that the situation continues the way it is.
Right. See, now I'll talk. So I'll give you a very specific case study about how operation is changing in India.
Mhm.
Um, if you would have read, I'm sure you would have read about all the migrant laborers who are relocating to their hometown. I was talking to a customer the other day, and they had nearly 3,600 laborers working on their factory shop floor.
Mhm.
Now they're left with only 1,200, which is just 33% of their actual manpower that they need.
Sure.
Now, when we look at these kind of challenges,
Mhm.
they have to really find out alternatives. So, when these companies, manufacturing companies, which are absolutely labor intensive, they have started looking for changes, and in the next 6 months, so they won't even wait for 6 months. I feel they might even just undertake changes in the next 2 to 3 months. So they are looking for options where lesser manpower can do more work.
Mhm.
So that's one change that will happen, and automation, of course, like what we discussed, is going to come up in a big way because our customers are looking at that.
Yeah, I think in India that will be a big focus because traditionally Indian industries have been labor intensive, right?
That's right.
Yeah, but this condition has thrown a new challenge where labor has moved back to their hometown, and now, yeah, because of the shortage, they have to look at alternatives.
Another point I'd just like to add to that is when we talk about automation, so automation is a one-time cost.
Mhm.
When you're talking about laborers, all these unions which they have, and the OPEX, the expenses that a company has to incur. As
Mhm.
against that, once if you spend money on automation,
Mhm.
it will reap benefits for years to come. And it even operate in lockdowns. Let us not forget that. We don't, we never rule out any other lockdown which might happen. So that's one advantage that automation brings in.
Sure. So, see, I'm from the digital side of the world. Okay, I understand when you talk about software, I understand what automation is and how it works, right? But when you talk about from an industry perspective or a manufacturing perspective, when you say automation, are you primarily referring to robotics, or is there any other factors that come in?
So when we talk about automation, it will be, we generally categorize into two types. One is, of course, business processes, and other is technical processes. So in business process automation, all these RPAs and all those things which are quite popular, they are there. In technical processes, which is happening on the shop floor, where the real action is happening,
Mhm.
there could be robotics. You rightly mentioned that. There could be, a lot of IoT-based systems where sensors are constantly generating big data for insightful data and data analysis. Um, that actually helps in a lot of. So one of the application areas could be predictive maintenance,
Mhm.
where you predict the machine failure. In fact, prescriptive maintenance is the ultimate goal, but predictive maintenance is gaining a lot of importance. Or energy saving by monitoring and taking corrective actions in real time. So these are some of the areas where automation, not just robotics, but even other areas of operations can be touched upon.
So, Ratin, do you want to talk about sustainability a little bit?
Sure.
From industry perspective, what does it mean?
Sure. So when we look at any industry, a manufacturing plant, there are various areas which could be improvised on. So broadly, we talk about two areas. One is resource optimization, where you can talk about reduction in wastage and improving the efficiency of existing system.
Mhm.
That's one area, resource optimization. Second is about usage of solar energy, like I said. So as far as these two areas are concerned, what I feel is that resource optimization is becoming extremely important because companies have realized, margins are thinning, there is global competition, there is tariff war which is happening, times are tough. So companies want to maximize on their bottom line. If they cannot improve the top line, at least they want to ensure that the bottom line improves. So resource optimization definitely plays a central role. Like for example, we were working with a steel plant recently, and we found out that we could save nearly 2.5% of their energy. Now, 2.5% might sound minuscule, but when you talk about a steel plant, it can be huge.
Okay.
So resource optimization definitely plays a crucial role. And the second area is solar energy, where again we are seeing a lot of momentum building.
So, in terms of government support, in terms of policy support, do you see any changes? Has the environment changed a little bit towards that in the last couple of years?
Right. So I'll just take you slightly, back in time when solar energy started off in India in 2009. When we started this company, that time solar was quite expensive. Uh, Let's talk in terms of 100 rupees. So when let's say the solar project was costing 100 rupees, and the viability was coming around 70 rupees. So government was giving a subsidy of 30 rupees to make the project viable. The good part now is the project cost itself. is roughly around 35 to 40 rupees. It does not require any kind of government support. So, government, of course, and rightly so, does not have any subsidy for industrial units. I think for residential market, they still have subsidies in various states. But as far as industries are concerned, there are no subsidies. And having said that, the project pays back for itself within 2 to 3 years. Considering 25 years of project life, and of course, various financing options, like, there are investors who invest in these projects under OPEX investment basis. So it is a very attractive value proposition.
So, other than subsidy, are there any tax benefits if you go up with solar energy or any other alternative energy?
Yeah, that's a brilliant question, Vijay. So we have got 80% AD, which is called accelerated depreciation, which is where a company can claim depreciation benefits in an accelerated way, which really helps in getting the payback quicker. Also, there is no income tax on whatever revenue that is being generated. So suppose if you're using a solar power project as a business, so there's no income tax on the revenue generated from a solar project. So these are the two major benefits, tax benefits that the government is offering.
Sure. And in the sustainability space, right, do you see any impact from COVID-19 specifically?
Yes. So when we talk about sustainability, like I said, when you talk about energy saving, when we are even trying to save 1% or 2% energy for a customer, it actually impacts their bottom line. Because right now the times are tough, as we all know. We are all going through some or the other crises at various levels. So companies want to ensure that with limited resources and with limited revenue sources, how can they still have a good profitability? So I feel that yes, going forward, because of COVID, companies will start looking at their operations extremely differently, very differently. I would say.
The changes, right, which you see will continue even after the pandemic is over.
Right. So I think sustainability supported by private financing, like what we are doing, that will take center stage, because companies will. So okay, one change that might happen is that is likely to happen is that earlier companies were also investing their own funds in going for solar. That will change, because now, because of the cash crunch, companies will prefer going for third-party funded projects. That's one big change. Secondly, a lot of automation because of manpower deficit, which we spoke about under Industry 4.0. Companies will think of more on automation and improvising their processes. But I feel the overall process. See, so far what has happened is manufacturing companies in India, where just going on with your day-to-day operations without much focus on the best practices. With reshoring happening and companies moving out of China, some to India, some to Vietnam, and some to their hometowns or the home country, the change that is likely to happen is that companies will start focusing more on quality, because to compete in the global space, if at all Indian companies have to come up, quality and cost saving, this will become the winning combination.
I think that's all I had, Rathin. Thank you for your time. It has been good talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.